estuaries and intertidal zones. Hello, how are you today? I hope you're doing fine. Are you ready to learn science stuff? Great! But before we start our lesson, I want you to prepare yourself as well as your materials necessary for your study. Try to find a nice and comfortable place inside your home where you can focus with your lesson. For this week's lesson, we're going to answer three questions. Number one, what is estuaries and intertidal zones? Number two, what are the different habitats and factors that can be found in estuaries and intertidal zones? And number three, describe the different interactions that takes place in estuaries and intertidal zones. Study the illustrations below. Can you say something about it? Based on the pictures that we have, the first picture is an example of estuaries, while the second one is an example of intertidal zones. What is estuaries and intertidal zones? Estuaries, nurseries of the sea. It is a body of brackish water near the coast where fresh water from rivers and streams flows into the oceans and mixes with salt water. It may be a bay, lagoon, or harbor. Intertidal zones. It is an area where land meets the sea between high and low tide zones. It is composed of all plants, animals, and microorganisms living in it. This includes coral reef teeming with many corals with different kinds of fishes. What are the different habitats and factors that can be found in estuaries and intertidal zones? Biotic and abiotic factors. Biotic factors. These are the living organisms that can affect an ecosystem. These may include coral reefs, mangrove forests, crabs, and birds. This set of organisms can be producer, which are organisms that can manufacture their own food, consumer, organisms that get energy by feeding on plants and other organisms, or decomposers, organisms that feed on dead animals and waste. Abiotic factors. These are non-living factors that can affect an ecosystem. These may include waves, temperature, salinity, amount of sunlight, and type of soil. Different habitats found in an intertidal zone and estuary. Coral reef, areas which are teeming with many corals. Coral formations are seen in this area are due to large number of corals living here. This serves as a sanctuary for young fishes. The animals living in it are corals, different kinds of fishes, sea anemones, and sea stars. Mud flats. Mud flats are areas which has a large amount of mud deposited on it. The mud usually comes from the sea or river. Crabs, migratory birds, sand dollars, mussels, clams, mollusks, and seashells are commonly found in this area. Salt marsh. These are the areas which are filled with seawater during high tide and become drained when it is low tide. The area is marshy because of the decomposing plant matter in the area. The animals that can be seen in this area are clams, oyster, mussels, snails, and shrimps. Rocky shore. These are the shores which has many rocks deposited. These rocks serves as hiding place for small crabs and prawns. Barnacles, hermit crab, sea stars, limpets, mollusks, shrimps, prawns, and crabs live in this area. Describe the different interaction that takes place in estuaries and intertidal zones. Feeding relationship found in an intertidal zone or estuary. Food chain. It is a series of organisms in which an organism feed on another organism and so on. It does always start with the producer. Food web. It is an interlinked food chain. It is consists of two or more chains and contains more organisms compared to a single food chain. I hope you learned a lot from our today's lesson. See you again in our next one. Bye!